Right now, healthcare.oops, the Obamacare website, not ready for prime time. But does that mean the whole program is bad? And will Health Secretary Kathleen Sebelius be the one here paying the price for it? And then, policing the police. We put questionable calls by cops recently under a microscope, from the Times Square shooting, where cops missed a suspect and shot 2 innocent women, to the chase in D.C., where they let their suspect drive off. And then, of course, to the killing of a man who asked the cops for help, and the motorcycle mess that involved undercover officers. A whole host of questions here to be asked. We will ask our expert what should and shouldn't cops do in these situations. And later, irresponsible gun owners and the body counts that they bring. We wonder why the NRA and its friends stay silent on what is turning out to be a deadly epidemic. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to RFL. I'm Richard French. Thank you so much for joining us on what promises to be a very busy and a very, let's say, multi-topic evening this Wednesday. Obamacare and the online health exchange is what leads us off, though. And it's hard to know what to make of it right now, with some calling it total failure out of the box, and others say, hey, with all that interest, it just shows how successful this program is going to be because people want to sign up for the thing. But let's start with the stories and the numbers, and Andrew Whitman, he starts us off with that.
And the real question that all prompts, Rich, is what to do about Obamacare. The Obama administration now seeming to accept the flaws that the system arrived with, and they've pledged to fix them all. This as critics latch on to a new reason to demand the whole system just go away. The Obama administration says it's doing everything it can to fix the technical problems at healthcare.gov. Last night, in an exclusive interview on CNN's Anderson Cooper 360, HHS Secretary Kathleen Sebelius stated the obvious.
I think there certainly are some challenges. It could be smoother. It could be easier to access.
The online health insurance exchanges opened up on October 1st, and 19 million people have logged on. But
I couldn't get past the login screen. I had success in creating an account a couple days after October 1st, and then it never let me log in again.
The site for the online healthcare exchanges has had major technical problems, error messages, and long delays. President Obama admits the introduction has not gone smoothly.
We've got people working overtime in a tech surge to boost capacity and address the problems. And we're going to get it fixed.
No one could be more frustrated than I am and the president. We want it to be smooth and easy and let consumers compare plans.
I'm having to be up until, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, trying to fill out this application.
Before the website's launch, insurance companies expressed concerns about possible tech glitches. A test run just before October 1st showed warning signs, but Secretary Sebelius said President Obama was not made aware of the extent of the problems until after it launched.
Not before October 1st.
The problems have some in Congress pushing for a delay in the mandate requiring everyone have health insurance by March 31st or pay a fine.
I am convinced we are going to stop Obamacare.
The administration is urging patience and recommends people apply for the insurance exchanges in person or by phone. But still, some Americans are fed up.
People who don't even want to deal with it, and they don't think it's affordable with their income, and so they are just going to take the penalty.
For the record, CNN asked Secretary Sebelius twice in that interview if she would resign. She did not answer the question, but what happens with her may depend on how the Obamacare rollout plays in the polls, and that answer right now is mixed. CBS poll, just 12% said sign-up is going well, but in a Pew poll, it's 29%, and more people either positive or neutral than are negative. Other numbers show the program's massive potential upside. 1 in 7 Americans have tried the exchanges. 56% of them say they found them easy to use, though most only clicked over out of curiosity and not to shop. Finally, 46% say they approve of Obamacare. That's a significant increase in just this month. But 66%, when polled, say they want to see Obamacare fully implemented. Meaning there's a 20-point group who don't like Obamacare, but are willing to let it fully roll out. Rich?
All right, Andrew, thank you very much.